I will be making an easy pizza dough and sauce that you can make at home. So first you will need a cup of flour, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of yeast, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and a large mixing bowl, and 3/4 of a cup of warm water.
Okay, so we're going to mix all the dry ingredients now. So get your mixing bowl, pour in your flour, make sure it's all in.
Done.
Get your salt,
That's the salt.
half a teaspoon of salt.
All of it.
Yeah, all of it. It doesn't matter because it's all going in. Yeah, half a teaspoon of sugar.
Sugar.
Half a teaspoon of yeast. And your 1 tablespoon of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. And also 3/4 of a cup of warm water. Now start to mix it together until it forms a dough.
With a spoon first.
You can use your hands or you can use a spoon, you can use a spatula or a spatula as I like to call them. I get funny looks though when I call it that.
What I would do is I would do it with the spoon first because it would be like wet, and then after it's, you know, like kind of like a dough form, I would use my hands. And if it isn't, you know, like dry enough or if it's wet, I would use a bit more flour.
That's it.
And if it's too dry, like it's just falling apart, I would use a bit more water.
So how does that look?
It looks a bit wet.
Looks a bit like a batter mix, doesn't it? So I'm going to add in some more
Flour.
all of that in. Well, what you can do now then, get some flour on your surface, tip it out.
It's all over my hands.
I'll give your hands a wash then. Oh. I like to just put a big pile of flour on the side of the board so you can get it on your hands.
Yeah. Just because if it sticks to it.
Don't be scared of getting your hands dirty making flour. You start to just massage it together. Make a mess. Your parents will love you for it.
Can I do some?
And then when it feels like it's not sticky anymore,
Can I do some?
move your flour out of the way so it stops adding to the mix. And then knead it.
It's still sticky.
Add a bit more flour then. And then when you're happy with it, you can put that in a bowl and cover it. Okay, so we've made our pizza dough. Now it's time to make some sauce. Tinned chopped tomatoes. We've got half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of sugar. Half a teaspoon of oregano, or oregano, depending on which side of the pond you're from. A 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And we're going to add a pinch of black pepper to taste. Let's add in the salt, the sugar, oregano, and the garlic. Then we're going to use about half a cup tinned tomatoes. Okay, now it's time to shape the dough. This has been resting for around 90 minutes. First we want to flour our surface. Also a little bit for our hands. What I like to do is I push down and press out. Turn, push, press. Push. Pushing from the middle out, so you're leaving a thicker crust around the edge. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle either. It's going to get eaten regardless. Getting a little bit sticky, so a bit more flour. Just got a little hole there, just squash a bit of dough back over that. Doesn't matter. Okay, so get yourself a couple of spoons. One we're going to use for the sauce, one we're going to use to taste the sauce. So we're going to taste the sauce for bitterness. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Those tinned tomatoes are lovely. I will add just a sprinkle of pepper in there. And then give that another mix. And then just spoon it out. Spread it all the way around. Lovely chunks of tomato in here as well. Then you're going to want to get yourself some cheese. Whatever cheese you want, it's your pizza, your flavours. I've gone for some red Leicester. Now don't go overkill with your cheese, otherwise you're going to end up with greasy bread. And for a meat selection, I've gone for some chorizo. Now you're going to want to put your oven on hot as you can. Put your pan in the oven so that the pan gets really hot as well. And then we're going to take our pizza, once it's ready, put it onto the pan, straight into the oven. Should only take 5 minutes to cook. Okay, as soon as your oven's up to temperature, go and get your tray out, place it down, put the pizza up, slide it on, straight back into the oven.